Hey everyone, welcome to episode number 3 of Interviews with Entrepreneurs. I'm your host Brad Scott, and today we have Todd Gross on the show talking about the future of video marketing. And we're live. Hey everyone, Brad Scott here from Video Profits Pro and Interviews with Entrepreneurs.com. And I'm here with Todd Gross, JVZOO's #1 affiliate, and we're going to talk a little bit about the future of video marketing today and some tools that you can use to really increase your online presence. How you doing, Todd?
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being on the show.
You bet.
So, if you could just tell my audience a little bit about your background, because you haven't always been an online affiliate. You actually started out on TV, correct?
It's true. I did slide during my TV career into internet marketing briefly without realizing it back in 1994-95. So I do go way back. That's when I started making web pages. For instance, I did the Mount Washington, New Hampshire web page at the time, and I was doing other reviews. I had blogs before there were blogs.
Yeah.
And what I do is I would take an HTML web page and I'd kind of make it into a blog. So I had some experience online early on, but it wasn't really until I left my main gig at Channel 7 in Boston in 2005, very end of 2005. And in 2006, I hopped right into it. I thought that I would do weather on the internet, and then I bumped into internet marketing on my way in as I was monetizing my web pages for my weather. I didn't realize I was having such good luck at the time. To me, having an audience, listen to this, I got like 15,000 clicks per day and thought it was terrible because I was used to having an audience of, a few 100,000 people. So I said, only 15,000 people saw that. So I didn't realize that I had this resource that I could have built on at the time, and I got diverted into internet marketing, and I said, I got to do what those guys doing. And then I said, where's the video? Because back in early 2006, very few people were utilizing video in internet marketing and in online selling. And there was this big gap, so I just kind of stepped into it, and then I continued to do TV on and off through the years. I still occasionally work at CNBC, but obviously the marketing just took off from there, and that became my full-time gig.
Yeah. And about how long did it take you to, start making enough income with your affiliate marketing to where it made it worth it and you can actually do it full-time?
It happened in October 2006, but it was because I did something which I can recommend other people do. I took my strong point video and I used it to leverage to partner with somebody else.
Yeah.
So in this case, I partnered with Derek Van Dyke, who had an online site that I thought was dynamite called Affiliate Cash Secrets, which was directly involved with affiliate marketing to the nth degree. So I was learning from him affiliate marketing straight off the bat through his Affiliate Cash Secrets and through him personally. So when we teamed together and put out something called Squeeze Videos in October 2006, we happened to have hit a niche that was ripe. It was actually the first of the video sales pages, squeeze pages that you see today. You know how you see a video and you see a squeeze box next to it? We were really the first ones to make that commonplace back in late 2006, and we didn't even call it a video squeeze page or anything like that. We called it a squeeze video because we referred to the video that was on the squeeze page.
Yeah.
So it was really quite a trip because what happened is we had so much response to that one product that I immediately got a list of leads and I immediately was able to market to them, so I was immediately successful within just several weeks. But I was new, remember. I was a novice, so I didn't really know what I was doing. So I hammered these people, and Derek would teach me. He'd say, be careful what you're doing, and he'd say you're not presenting yourself necessarily correctly. But it took me years to learn until 2014, this year, to really stay focused on the video stuff and only occasionally go outside of it to that group that was following me for video. So that's the second lesson I'd like to tell people today, is that when they do find a niche, to, for the most part, stick with it. Now, I just had a long talk the other day with Jay Boyer, who said he worked out of his niche and did tremendous with the product. And I said, yeah, but don't keep doing that. You have to stay fairly centered and then only occasionally go outside of your own focus. So that was what I learned this year. And when I learned that this year is when my when I all of a sudden my affiliate sales went through the roof. When I stayed focused and people saw that I was sticking to the same message, they stayed with me.
Yeah. Well, because I think people tend to get to know someone as the video guy or the Facebook guy or the Pinterest lady, or it's always like they know that you're good at that one thing and you're like the master at that one aspect of marketing. And
Right.
so whenever you come out with a product or you're promoting a product about that certain niche, that they kind of understand that, okay, he's the video guy, so I should probably listen to him about this video product.
Right, it's exactly what they think, and I know that you have, similar things going on with yourself. Things snowballed this year because so many video products came out.
Yeah.
And people came to me to help them release it in some way, shape, or form. So I got involved in various degrees with each different product.
Yes.
Some it was largely my product, in fact, mostly my product. Others it was where I was helping someone else bring theirs out. Or in others, like Easy Sketch Pro, I was the main affiliate talking about that product, and they just gave me open rein to really, come in and give them that first boost. So on every big video launch this year, I was involved, and what happened was the video launches caught up to me. So it was a question of not only did I focus more on video this year, but there were more things to talk about video-wise this year. So I really was able to do extremely well in that regards, and it's fun. Obviously, I enjoy being the spokesman on various products, but I ran into trouble early this year as well in that regards, which I could also, here's tip number 3, you've got to be careful what you promote. So I got involved with some people that didn't give good customer support on the back end and that sort of thing, and I'm now more careful in what I select to join. So this particular project I'm on now, Explaindio Video Creator, has a good group of people. I mean, we have Nick Lapola, and we have a marketer who goes way back, Cody Moya. We have Andrew Darius, who's the genius behind this software. Worked with the programmers, and it seems like the support's there. We have 6 people on support, and hopefully that'll be able to keep up with the tremendous demand.
Yeah. Everyone seems to really be jumping on all of the new video software coming out, because I think video is just one of those things that you absolutely need to be doing in your business if you're going to be marketing online. But it's like also kind of the scariest thing for newbies if they don't know what they're doing yet, just because they think that they have to be on camera and they think that they need to be like a perfect public speaker in order to do video. And these new softwares coming out make it really easy to create awesome, engaging videos. Just by writing in some text and adding some music over, or even outsourcing the audio for it, the voiceover. So where do you think video marketing is going to be going in the future? Do you see? I mean, it used to be like the kind of, they call it the ugly videos with PowerPoint presentations where it's just text and then voiceover. Do you think that's going to stick around, or do you think it's headed more towards?
I think it finally has had its day. It was doing really well because video in general is always going to do well. It's done well since it was first released in the early 1900s. It's always been at the forefront of what people tend to gravitate to. But those really simple videos, I think, have just about had their time. They're now getting to be a little bit boring. When they first came out, the ones that were just PowerPoint writing and you spoke to it, it was mesmerizing in that you can actually watch the words and read at the same time and hear.
Almost a little bit like hypnotic,
Yeah, and I think there's still a point to say that's a good thing, but I think video at this time now in our hands is the ability to do it slick, like we're used to seeing on TV, and I think it's going to become a little bit more hokey, campy, to see those other kind of videos as we go forward. The other thing that I think is going to happen, and is happening already, I see it with one of the services that I'm part of, Easy Web Video. We're doing interactive videos, and I know Nick Lapola with Simple Video Pro is taking that even to another level with his service, Simple Video Pro, where the videos all become interactive. I think that's the future of where things are going to go, where You actually will be able to buy straight off the video even more than ever
Yeah.
on a mobile device, perhaps. And I think that that is really what is in our future, is there's going to be mobile device videos that allow you to immediately buy just by pressing the button in the video and that sort of thing. And you see all kinds of experiments coming together now, just as we saw flat screen TVs were coming together slowly over the years. We knew they were coming. I wrote in my journal back when I was in high school about how excited I was about flat screen TVs coming, and that was that was a long time ago. That was before 1973, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're headed now. We could kind of see it coming and starting to already come to fruition. There's of course things that we can't think of that are going to happen, and it will just surprise us, just like Apple put out some products that, you know, surprised us along the way.
Yeah.
But that's where I think we're headed.
I think so too. I think any attention is going to be helping you with your marketing, because there's so much new stuff coming out that people's attention span is like non-existent anymore. They're always distracted by something on their phone or some social media websites like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all that stuff. The more you can capture their attention by something new and kind of engaging, the better, I think.
Yeah, I'm kind of a good example of that because I have some sort of ADD or something. I mean, I just cannot even read anymore. I just can't sit down and read. So it's a good,
Yeah.
I'm a good guinea pig for that kind of stuff. So if something is made easy, it's one of the reasons why I do well as an affiliate marketer, is that I look for things in video that are going to make my life easy, that is easy to learn, easy to do, and is going to, you know, everything's just easy and easy to understand on the sales page that I'm watching. So I like to pick things that I would pick. It's really funny like that. That as an affiliate marketer, I really represent the average person. I'm not particularly technically savvy, but I have a little bit of technical knowledge, and I'm not completely technically dumb either. So. And I don't have the greatest attention span. So as an average consumer, I tend to be able to gravitate towards what would be successful because I represent a good part of the average audience. Now, obviously, it ranges widely, but I think that's part of the reasons why I've had some success. And I'll tell you, the easier it is, just like you said, to pay attention to whatever the subject is. And, you know, the mantra in video is state the problem and then solve the problem, all in the video sales letter on the, you know, when you're selling something.
Yeah.
And no matter what you're doing with video, that really is the most effective thing to do. And I find that as a regular consumer, of course, that is what I look for as well. You know, that's interesting because I have that problem. Oh, that's really interesting because it solves that problem. And that is what's really important when you make a video, to remember that. That's tip number 4 or 5 now.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I appreciate that. I'm always trying to stress to my audience how important it is to actually show value in any video or any content for that matter. Give them some like golden nuggets that will actually help them even if they don't buy your product. And that way they're going to think of you as like someone who helped them out instead of someone who's just trying to like give them a sales pitch, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, good stuff. So in Explaindio, there are a few features that I haven't seen before that I'm really excited about, especially the motion video backgrounds, as I'm a videographer myself, so I have a whole library full of stock video, especially really cool time lapses, some full HD time lapses. So I think it's really cool how you can actually add text with the sketch hand over the top of those videos. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
You know, this Easy Sketch Pro 2 last week that came out was able to take background videos and sketch over it. Problem with that is they weren't able to infuse the Video Maker FX features, which is the animations, the pre-canned animations as well. So now we have all of that together in Explaindio. But you know, in all fairness, they thought of it at the same time we did, because this was really a last-minute thing. We thought of doing it with audio in the background, and it was a technical challenge to get that done. And we held up the launch 2 to 4 weeks to get that extra feature in. And sure enough, I think Easy Sketch Pro also did that, which was really cool, you know, to see them do that in Easy Sketch Pro 2, which is another one of my favorite products.
Yeah.
The Sketch to me is easier to use in Explaindio. But if you are already used to Easy Sketch Pro and you wanted to get Easy Sketch Pro 2, that's also a very good product. You know, I highly recommend it. By the way, you and I need to talk about those videos you have, because we could probably put out a great product together.
Yeah, I was thinking
all this
about that.
interest. Yeah.
Like,
I have background videos myself that I used as a bonus today, because I shoot backgrounds for chroma key, so for green screen. So right over here you see the green screen. So when I'm standing in front of the green screen, I like to put myself anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And whenever I go on a trip, I bring my camera and I shoot video, and then I put myself in front of the camera so that the juxtaposition of myself against the background is correct for when I come back here to the studio.
Yeah.
Now I do that for several minutes, and you can't find that on the web. You just cannot find that on the web. So, you know, these videos are from Hawaii and from Florida and from New England foliage and from the Rocky Mountains. Wherever I go, I sit and I just take the video when I see a beautiful scene. And these have turned out to be very popular. I started a service a couple of years ago called Chroma Key Videos. And people jumped at that bonus today, but then I know that they love those time-lapse and those other video backgrounds from another product I put out this year with Mark DeLeese. And I got to tell you, you know, we've got to talk and put that out. That sounds great.
Yeah, I've got a big collection. I lived in Maui for 10 months. I lived in Oahu for 4 years. I lived in Lake Tahoe for ever since middle school. So I've got just beautiful scenic.
Are you in Lake Tahoe now?
No, I just moved to Arizona. My girlfriend moved out here for graduate school, so we're going to be out here for a couple years, and then I'll probably move back to either Tahoe or somewhere in like Southern California, San Diego.
Were you there last winter?
I was, yeah.
Wasn't it terrible? You had it was like brown in the middle of winter.
It wasn't good.
I saw the webcams. I said,
I was like, whatever.
I thought I was seeing things on those webcams. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, the last few years it's been pretty bad. But anyways, I really appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview, Todd. I know a lot of people got some great value out of it, so I appreciate that.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Absolutely. It's great to talk to you.
You too.